Hey folks, I want to tell everybody thanks for all of the good feedback, and just loads and loads of folks have posted feedback on YouTube on the videos on the Incubator builds and all that. But there's one, seems to be one thing that's still confusing folks a little bit, and I'm going to try to clear that up, and it's the difference between the two thermostats and where they need to be mounted. Right here, I've got both styles up here on the table. Right here is your wafer thermostat. Right here, the GQF wafer actually is designed with this big wafer to measure ambient temperature, not the radiant heat from the light bulb, but more or less just the ambient temperature inside that's circulating inside the box. The difference between ambient heat and radiant heat, right here with my hand right here, I'm not feeling any radiant heat off of these bulbs, away from 6 inches away from the bulbs. But you take your hand, you move it within 2 or 3 inches of the bulb, you start feeling heat. You start feeling the heat. The radiant heat comes out around from this bulb just a couple of inches. You can literally feel the radiant heat coming off the bulb. It'll almost burn you when you get your hands up close to it. That is what you want your modified water heat in range of, is the radiant heat of the bulb, not the ambient heat, not mounted here where it's only going to measure ambient heat inside the box. You want it to where it's in range of the radiant heat right here. I'm going to show you in this other box right here. This is within 1.5 inches right here. You can literally feel the radiant heat coming off of this bulb is literally hitting the face of this thermostat. Now this is a wafer thermostat also, but the wafer is about the size of a nickel inside right here. What this thermostat is literally designed to do is it bolts up against your water heater thermostat up against the metal tank, and it measures the radiant heat that the water is registering through the metal into the metal side of this thermostat. So what we're doing here is we're fooling it a little bit by getting it in range of the radiant heat of this bulb within just 1 inch or 2, mounting it right here, right next to the bulb. It's going to make this cycle faster than it normally would just reading the ambient heat, and it's going to hold a steadier temperature inside your box. But this is where you want to mount your water heater thermostat right here, mounting the wafer thermostat here in the middle to where it's just reading the ambient heat. Closer right here, reading the radiant heat, to where you can literally touch the bulb. It'll burn you within just 1 inch or so. You can feel that radiant heat, but right here you don't feel it off of either bulb. It's just the ambient heat inside of the box. Alright, okay folks, this is in real time here. We've got these wafer thermostat on, water heater thermostat on. Let's see how quick that cycled there, guys. And we are holding it right at 99.5 with little or no variance. Back on about a little less than 2 seconds before it cycled off. See, this is the one that we just looked at just a second ago. Cycling lots faster in range of the radiant heat modified water heater thermostat. Wafer thermostat. Our modified water heater thermostat is actually cycling twice as fast as the GQF, and with no variance in temperature. That's the difference between mounting it. You don't want to mount this thermostat, the water heater wafer thermostat, which that's what it is, in the same spot that we have this one right here, because this one's measuring ambient temperature. This one is actually registering radiant heat right off the bulb. That's how we fool this thermostat into cycling faster than it normally would at any other time or for what it was designed for. Alright guys, I hope that helped out. Maybe that clarifies it a little bit better. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the feedback. RushLanePoultry.com. We'll talk to you soon.